Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have a super fun episode in store today. We're going to be going exploring here around Central Florida, and we're going to be visiting a National Historic Landmark at a place called Bok Tower Garden. So this is a beautiful garden and bird sanctuary, which is located on Iron Mountain here in Florida. Yes, mountain, but it is located on one of the higher peninsulas in the whole state of Florida, at a whopping 295 feet above sea level. Super excited to go check it out, take you guys along with me, so let's head that way. So I didn't even ask how much it was, but I think it's $20 to go in to the Bok Tower Gardens. But it was actually, there was some elevation gain. I could tell that we were going up a mountain up here, but it is so pretty up on this ridge. Look at this. There are a bunch of different wildlife species that you can only find on this Lake Wales Ridge. So right now where we are, we're on a ridge. It's called the Lake Wales Ridge. And it's actually a really cool area because there's a bunch of unique plants and animals and all sorts of things that are native only to this area. Nowhere else in the world. You can't find them anywhere else in Florida, just here. So the bells that you hear in the background is the Bok Tower. Every hour on the hour they have the bells chimes, and it sounds really pretty. But I'm about to walk in. Okay, just secured the map. So we are right here, and the tower's here. So I think we'll head that way. And there's an endangered plant garden, a carnivorous plant garden, so we're just gonna hit all these spots. Bok Tower Gardens was actually created by a man named Edward Bok, and his goal was to, one, have a preserve for all of the native plants in this area, have a bird sanctuary, and the goal was to create a place where people could come and just be at peace and enjoy nature. And a huge thing that they're involved with here is conservation of all the different birds, animals, and different plant species in the area. This is going to be a very calming and relaxing video, so sit back and just imagine yourself walking through this garden. In the visitor center, they have a theater with a great 8-minute little intro video that talks all about Bok Gardens, the history of it, what they're all about. So I definitely recommend sitting in and watching, listening to that, because I did learn a lot. This is the singing tower where you hear the music coming from. At the very top of the building, in the top floor, there is a 60-bell carillon instrument, and a man actually plays this music live, which I will show you guys a little bit later. In front of the singing tower is a bunch of little trail systems that go around a pond, and there's tons of different plants, there's fish in the pond, and I saw a bunch of different butterflies as well. If you didn't believe me that we were on a ridge slash mountain, you can kind of tell, hopefully from the camera, how we are up on this ridge, and it is a beautiful view. This is one of the coolest things that I have done in Florida. I can't believe this is here. It's so peaceful here. I can't even explain to you guys how peaceful it is. And it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna spend a little time hanging out by this tower, and then I'm gonna take the trail to the Endangered Species Garden and the Carnivorous Garden. I'm really excited to see those plants. And we'll see what else we can find along the way. It seems like there is so many things to explore here. So this is called El Retiro, and it is a one-of-a-kind 1932 Mediterranean style home. And normally you can go in and tour the home, but they are not doing tours today, unfortunately. But we can walk around and take a look. And it is on the National Register of Historic Places. Oh my gosh. Look at this spider. He's huge. I tried to peek in for y'all, but there's like screen over the window so you can't see anything. Look at this craziness. It's like a bunch of bamboo. There's so much to look at and see here. I'm overwhelmed in the best way possible. There's just tons of different plants, and like there's just so much. I would definitely, if you're gonna come here, make sure that you carve out a good amount of time, because I'm probably gonna be here for like 4, maybe 5 hours at this point. Because I'm just taking my time to look at everything and read all the plant signs, and yeah, this is awesome. I've never been to anything like this before. This is really cool. There's all different kinds of little paths to walk around on in the park. You can basically just get lost and on a trail and enjoy the beauty. And there's all sorts of benches around too that you can just pull off and sit if you want to just be in the peace. Oh my gosh, we're here. This is the Carnivorous plant garden. And so these plants actually eat insects. So moths, wasps, butterflies, beetles, ants, and flies. And if you watched my Florida Trail Through Hike series, we saw a lot of carnivorous plants along the trail. And it was always the coolest thing to find them out there. So those right there are an example of a carnivorous plant. I did see a bunch of those on the Florida Trail. You get really tall and really big, and the insect can crawl into that little hole. There's another one. And those plants are called the pitcher plants. They're not like the Venus flytrap where the top closes. It just prevents rainwater from filling it up. And there's actually a slippery interior that sticks the bugs in there until they drown and are digested. And fun fact, there are 31 different species of carnivorous plants in Florida. The lady at the front desk also said that there are a bunch of migrating species of birds that are starting to come in, so hopefully we can catch some of those. I also learned that the Bok Tower Gardens is along the National Scenic birding trail here in Florida. If you're into bird watching, this is a really good place to do it. This is cute. The birds. I really hope y'all can hear these birds. They're so pretty sounding. Ha ha ha. It smells so good back here. Cool. Look at this little sitting platform. Earlier I was telling you guys about the Lake Wales Ridge, and I found out that there are 48 rare species of plants on this ridge that it can't be found anywhere else in the world. And a lot of those species are actually endangered, and there is an endangered garden of those species here in this park. So we're gonna go find that here in a little bit. Oh, I love walking on pine. It smells so good. They have this little trail. So another thing that I've learned is that the Lake Wales Ridge is this ancient ridge that extends 200 miles south from Central Florida, and it was one of the only regions in the entire state of Florida that was never underwater and in the sea. So that's why it has so many rare plants and species of animals and things like that. So with that knowledge, we are now in the endangered species garden, and I'll show you guys some of the flora and fauna that is very unique to only this area in Florida and in the entire world, which I just think is incredible. Like, that is just cool. You've got this bear grass, a 4-petal pawpaw, fringe tree. I'm not even gonna try to say that one. This is a rosemary plant, and I can smell it. It smells so good. They also have a whole garden here that's full of edible plants. So you see there's cabbage, pepper, Peruvian pepper, red onion. You got shallot here. Smells so good. And they have an outdoor kitchen. So I don't know if sometimes that they probably do events out here. Ooh, look at that pizza oven. Okay, this is sweet. So it's 1 o'clock now. They're gonna do a 30-minute show, the Bok Towers. So we'll make our way back over there and check that out. But you can hear it in the background when you're doing all the trails. And it's so lovely. You are allowed to bring food here and kind of have a picnic anywhere, which I think is really cool. But I didn't bring any food. And there is a restaurant here, so I think I'm gonna go check it out and maybe just get something to hold me over. I've walked probably 2, almost 3 miles since I've been here. There are just that many trails. So I've worked up a little bit of an appetite. So unfortunately they didn't have actual food because they're remodeling the kitchen, but I grabbed this little potato salad and a Gatorade, but I'm gonna eat this and then go do one of the more wilderness trails because I really want to try to see a gopher turtle. I am about to do the Pine Ridge Preserve Trail. I really hope that this is where we see a gopher turtle. I will be looking out for one of them and enjoying this lovely trail. So this is a cool little bulletin talking about all the different ecosystems in Florida, and I've hiked through every single one of these on the Florida Trail. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's a baby gopher turtle. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. I heard something rustling. I looked down, I just kind of stared, and I saw him moving through the grass. Oh, that's so cool. Comment if that is a baby gopher turtle. I'm not completely sure, but it really looked like it was one. And if it was, that's really cool. Look at the rolling hills of Florida. The rolling hills that I was talking about, this is actually a sinkhole where the earth just kind of crumbled upon itself because the limestone and rock just kind of dissolved away and creates a sinkhole. There's a ton of them in Florida. guys, look what I found. That's a gopher turtle. He's so cute. Hey! We saw a gopher turtle. I'm so stoked. We saw the baby and the big one. This hike was so worth it, but it's really, really hot. So I am headed back to the car and I got one thing on my mind, something cold and refreshing. Closed for renovations. No! That's so sad. I was just so looking forward to this. They have really good orange flavored ice cream, like this orange creamsicle swirl. So we'll have to come back on a different day. Womp womp. Oh well. Wow, today was awesome. Bok Tower Gardens completely just blew my mind. It was so beautiful, so worth the trip, and I definitely recommend you guys make the trip out here and check this out. Get another awesome day exploring Florida together. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you liked today's video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of today. Thank you guys so much for coming along, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.